Hey guys, it's that time again for a pick a card reading. Now, this is for guidance for anybody who feels like you're in hermit mode or you've been feeling lonely emotionally. This is going to be a guide for you. Just use your intuition to pick a group. You can pick more than one, and when you're ready, we'll hop into the reading. Okay, group one. This is for group one. We have the Justice. So you could have Libra in your chart. If not, you guys, um, part of the reason that's coming through right now that you may feel a little isolated or lonely is because you're always doing the right thing. Maybe for some of you guys in the past, just for some of you guys, you've been done dirty. And so it's really important that people are honest and truthful. And you guys like stand up for the underdog because maybe you know what it's like to be in that place. But what I'm seeing is that that's going to change very soon. So if you're feeling isolated or you're feeling like you always get the short end of the stick, a lot of that resistance or not wanting to be around people or feeling out of your element socially is because you've just seen a lot. And right now you just need to come back to balance within yourself. And like, it's almost like it is preserving your heart. So there's a balance, but I'm seeing that come to an end very soon. Yeah, we have you're very close to achieving your goal and emotions are running high. So some of you guys, if you are feeling alone, this is a message that I'm seeing a lot of like heart chakra healing coming in, and I'm seeing like a lot of balance like between your feminine and masculine energies. Regardless of gender, we both have both of those energies. And so what I mean by that is like you could be feeling very creative and inspired, but at the same time very action oriented on your goals. Or so maybe it's like for some of you guys, the advice is if you are feeling like a little lonely or you're feeling alone or you're feeling just like frustrated or feeling just not recognized or seen, that time is literally is going to change. That the energy is going to change very soon. Just keep focusing on doing what you're doing and try to channel that energy I'm seeing into like creative projects, or like some of you guys could be like very interested in justice or like doing any type of like outreach or things of that nature. I feel like that will also bring you balance because you guys are a very, very good judge of character. And it's like it takes a very courageous is what I'm picking up. It takes a very courageous person from the heart space because you genuinely care about other people. And it's like it's kind of funny because it's like this reading's about feeling lonely. So maybe you feel like you do everything for everyone else. So for you guys, I'm seeing that you're learning how to be on your own because it is bringing you balance. Because sometimes I feel like with this Libra energy, it can create imbalances when there's so many people around you and it's like a lot of different energies. So it could be like a very empathic energy, especially because we got the full moon. Well, it's not a full moon, but um well, yeah, they're giving me full moon vibes, but I don't think they're all the way full on here. But it's like you guys have a lot of emotions and you guys feel strongly about your causes. And so sometimes people just are not going to agree with you, but it's okay. It's like kind of like learning. You're going to see in the end that it was worth it. So for some of you guys who might be going through a situation, this can also talk about like custody battles or court or like issues like that, parking tickets. Like it could just be like the frustrations from everyday life for some of you, or the frustrations of domestic partnership or relationships. I'm seeing working relationships. Maybe you've been through like, well, oh my gosh, I hated all my bosses or all my coworkers are always trash. So you know what? I'm just by myself. But it's kind of like what I'm seeing is just prepare yourself, group one, because I'm seeing this is not going to last forever. You're so close. Like I feel like whatever you're working on or whatever you've been like shifting through emotionally is coming to a head because you guys have achieved that balance from being alone. So then you're going to be able to invite people in who you resonate with and who feel nice and balanced. And I don't just mean balanced like, oh, today I worked out and then I saw my spouse, and then it's not like not so practical, but like an internal balance, like a reset, like the type of people that you attract, the type of jobs or interactions that you have. Like if for some of you guys, you just need to hear that you've been going in circles, man, or it feels like you've been going round and round, loop de loop, like that type of energy, but back and forth. But what I'm seeing is that it's time for a win. Like a win is coming. So I don't know if this is a court case for some of you, or this is like a settlement, or this is something's coming in where it's like, oh, and it's going to change your perception on you. So maybe some of you guys feel like you've lost a lot, or you've had to give up a lot. There's a lot of like belief system coming up, and it's almost like the divine wants you to kind of just embrace the fact that you can be a winner. Just like what would it feel like for the winning season, but not just for the season. Like this is on a soul level, this is on a deeper level. So it's like it's almost like use this time, because it's not going to last forever, to really get in tune with winning. What would that feel like? What would winning even look like for you? And I'm seeing that come to a head very, very, very soon, group one. So this is kind of just some advice. I wanted to do this just to see how this resonates with you guys, because sometimes you might need readings just like, today I'm feeling a little bit lonely. It doesn't mean that you're just in the corner, you don't have any friends, or you don't have obligations, but I thought this might be, a little helpful. Some reassurance that you're not overreacting, that you've been through a lot and you're very close to achieving your goal, and you're very close to getting out of this group one. So thank you so much for watching. And now I'm going to hop on to group number 2. Hey, group 2. So if you chose this is group 2. Okay, group 2. Libra came up in the first pile, and I'm kind of getting a little bit of Libra vibes here too. Also Scorpio, but what I'm seeing in Capricorn, they're just coming to me, guys. But what I'm feeling right here is that you guys could be feeling lonely, or feeling in this hermit mode. She literally has a shawl on with the 6 of Swords. You see how she's got this box in her hand, and she's surrounded by swords, and she's got like the spirit guide leading her. Some of you guys, you just need to know that you're not alone. Like, you're not alone. And her eyes are closed, so she can't see. And in that box, she's holding her heart. Some of you guys are healing, or are in a process of beginning to heal from a romantic situation. Now, if you are in a partnership, this is the type of energy where it's like things from your past are still lingering, and they're still affecting you mentally, and you're doing your best to kind of just like heal from that, or you're needing to have that time to really be within your own thoughts to get that balance. Very similar to group 1, because it has that Libra aspect of balance, but mentally. So this is like overthinking. This is like, do I stay or do I go? Do I fight for this, or you guys have a huge heart, and it's like your heart, I'm seeing a need to protect your heart space. So that's probably, I feel like this period of I feel like you guys are definitely in a transition. If you chose group 2, you're in a transition. So you're either leaving something, or you already left something. But if there's any movement, or if there's been any isolation, it's almost like you have a guide, a very masculine guide. For some of you, it could be a grandfather, or it could be like this. It's just a very masculine energy, very loving. But it's also just like, this energy is like, you guys have a guide around you, and it's like they won't let you go through some of the things that you don't even realize that you missed. So you could be feeling really, really heavy right now, but it's like you don't even know how much they've actually helped you. So like, if that resonates with you, there's a need to like dive deeper into your connection with your guides, your source, whatever your belief system is, because you are so surrounded. But the energy I'm picking up is like, you guys have like a very strong angel, spirit guide. I'm using different words because it's just coming out different for different people. But it's like they have literally fought battles for you. They have fought battles for you in the heart chakra space. And it's like, you're alone right now because it's Tinder. It's like, maybe some of you met someone on Tinder. But no, I'm just saying, like, and this is not just for singles, but what I'm picking up is that you're so, like, you guys are like, it's almost like your guys are very protective of you, and you're just healing from some really heavy stuff that's still affecting you mentally. So we have, it's a time to give rather than take. A new romantic cycle begins, and there's Libra. I told you, Libra energy, and then and we have Virgo energy, and we have believe in the impossible. Ooh, and this is a blue moon, so this is all about communication. Some of you guys could be getting dreams or downloads from your guides, but Virgo's a very nurturing energy, and Libra is too. And it's like you guys are being escorted into a new love chapter. So even if this is within a connection, this is the type of thing where the connection is renewed. It's no longer in that old space, but you have to leave those things behind. It's a difference between protecting your heart and being completely detached from your heart. So if you need help right now in this time, it's like, ask for guidance, ask for a sign, ask for, just kind of tap in with your guides. Because I'm seeing, like, they want you to nurture you. They want you, it's just like a strong message coming through. Like, they want you to feel good about you. They want you to, like, care about how your heart is treated. They want you to expand what you think is possible, because there's a lot of self-doubt and going back and forth, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And it's like, you guys right now, you intentionally feel blocked, and it is because there's certain things they don't want you to see. They just want you to give yourself permission to heal. So you may not see where you're going. It might feel like, if you're looking forward to something, or you're trying to manifest something, or you're just feeling like this group has a lot of energy of wanting to get somewhere very specific, but feeling alone, feeling like, I don't know where I'm going, or why am I going this way, or why have I been rerouted, or I don't understand. Life is kind of just taken off. And there's a lot of need for balance, but it's going to come in. But the advice is to just kind of give to yourself right now. Give to yourself. And for some of you guys, this is just a small message for some of you. You might feel like there's someone that you need to help. So if this is not resonating in that way for you, this might be something that you are that person for someone who's coming in and who needs help. And for some of you, that could be like, if you're a masculine energy, I'm definitely seeing you might attract a woman, or a feminine energy, that might need some assistance. And it's your time to give, because you've already healed in the heart space. It's your time to really start that new romantic cycle. It might be something where the person that you attract is having a hard time, but because you know what it's like it kind of starts off as like more of a helping friendship dynamic, and it grows into something so nurturing and so safe. Some of you guys just need to know that like the next phase is you're going to feel more safe. You're going to feel more adorned, but like not like in a sexual way, even though there's romance and stuff. It's more of like just like physical nurturing, and like I'm just seeing like cuddles and warm hugs, and like you're going to get through this chapter, but just be patient with yourself. Don't rush. If this is group 2, if you chose this, I wouldn't rush into anything. I would just allow yourself to be authentic, open, and honest with the people around you. So whether you're the one helping or the one being helped, I'm just seeing that things will get better, but right now you're just in a transition. So try to take it easy. Like try to nurture yourself and increase your belief. So this could be watching content that inspires you, getting on YouTube, looking up law of attraction, manifestation, just positive things, cartoons, whatever, movies you like, whatever. If you don't watch TV, fine. But just like, this is not a lot of activity. It's kind of like, let it take its course, and you're naturally going to glide where you need. So group 2, this was your reading. I know this was a little heavy, but I wanted to do this because sometimes we just are having a day, or we're having a week, or we're having a retrograde. This is timeless, so take it how it resonates. I hope this blessed you. If this resonates with you, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. We're going to hop on to group 3. Hey, group 3, if you chose this is group 3. This is kind of a pick-me-up for anybody who's feeling a little bit lonely, or feeling a little bit like they're in hermit mode. Why am I so lonely? Like, I don't understand what's going on. And it's interesting because you guys got the 10 of Pentacles, which is typically a desired energy about family, about being surrounded by a lot of people, but maybe that's the problem. Maybe there's an excess. Maybe there's a need for you to... Some of you guys could be feeling like you're in a situation like living with family, or being around very close to family, and wanting to kind of just have the space to have your own independence, your own beliefs, your own space. But the beautiful thing that I'm seeing, guys, like we have a dog outside, and we have money. So maybe some of you guys it's not necessarily always money, but it's definitely like a strong family unit. And if this is not your direct family, this could be people who feel that way. This could be like big roots. But what I'm seeing is, it's not necessarily that the people around you mean you harm. So if you are experiencing any turbulence or just minor things, it could just be like typical family dynamics, like, oh, the kids are running around, the dog in the background, I just want my own space, I'm too old for this shit. Or I want to leave this town. For some of you guys, it could be where you live, like you want to leave the type of environment that you live in. But what I'm seeing here is it's a little claustrophobic. It's kind of like maybe a lot's going on. It doesn't necessarily have to be your living situation, but I'm seeing that with some of you guys, it could be. But it's like the practical things of life, like who you're interacting with, who you're hearing. A lot of stuff about sound is coming up. Smells too. I don't know. You could live next to a place there's a whole bunch of pollution, or I don't know. It's a lot of stuff about environment. And what I'm seeing here is that maybe some of you guys feel like you're dimming your light. There's a lot of stuff, even how they're dressed and stuff. It's like, it feels like a lot. And it's kind of like maybe you need to have some space of your own. I know it's fall right now, but this is a timeless reading. But what I'm seeing is like some space of your own, just, and it might even just be physical space, like needing to be alone. But what I'm feeling right now is that it's almost, you might be feeling like you're playing it small. It's really hard to describe this energy, but it can feel like you're playing it small or playing it safe. Some of you guys, there's a need to tap into more of your feminine energy, whether you're male or female. So if this is your home, this is like adding some of those things about your family, adding those aspects about yourself, making it more of a home, making it more feminine. And for others of you, it's like having something to be proud of. That directing your energy in that direction is really going to help you. And so we have prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, this is definitely a money group. But it's more than just money. And we have look at the bigger picture. So we have Sagittarius and we have Taurus and Capricorn. So what I'm feeling is with the new moon in Taurus, this card is all talking about prosperity, and this is talking about prosperity. So this could be a message for some of you guys that you feel claustrophobic, but if that doesn't resonate with you, what just came through right now is you could be frustrated because you're not here yet, especially with Sagittarius talking about big dreams. But Sagittarius also talks about travel. So maybe a house isn't enough. Maybe you have a family, you have all these things, but you're like, I want travel. I want abundance. I want true abundance. Like, I want more than enough. And it's like, give yourself permission to want that excess, but also understand what comes with the territory of asking. Whenever we ask for something bigger, better, more of, raising our standards, we have to raise the standard within us to attract a bigger standard or a bigger picture, the bigger thing. And what I'm seeing is you guys are definitely on the track to creating generational wealth. So if you are in like a cramped situation, or you're around a lot of family with a lot of ideas and stuff, there's a need to kind of like break off your own. So even if it's like your room or your place, or if you want a house but you have an apartment, or it's like carving out a little bit for you is what I'm feeling, and looking at the bigger picture. So live like it right now. That's what's going to be the target to the next thing. And it's like very practically. So it's like, treat your car like you want the new car, or treat your place like this, or it's very much a practical energy. But what I'm seeing here is that you guys are so naturally abundant. So this is so interesting because it's a reading about being alone, but there's a lot of people here. It's like, if you could see the wealth, that's not just wealth financially. That's what I love about the Ten of Pentacles, because there's also family and there's a lot of ancestors. So some of you guys could have a grandmother who comes through, or like a very feminine guide. One of the other groups got a guide too, but this one's more feminine. And it's like, some of you guys, you could be feeling lonely because there's a certain type of community dynamic that you want to create, where it's like, maybe it's like, I want to live in nature, I want to live in this type of environment, I want to have abundance, but also it's like it's coming off a little bit confusing, especially I think that's why you got the arrow and you got all this practical energy, because you guys might feel like you need to it almost feels like, and I'm like tongue-tied, it's like, what do you want? What does abundance look like to you? What does the Ten of Pentacles mean to you? What does family mean to you? Even if you don't want kids, whatever it is, it's like, you can have the environment that you want. You can live, there's something about lifestyle. Maybe there's like a type of, some of you guys could define success. I can't talk. Success as a specific lifestyle. Like, I want to live and have my own farm. I want to be able to grow my own food. I want to be able to shop at Whole Foods, and it's expensive. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. And I'm seeing that it's okay to be specific about practical things that you want. It's okay. Give yourself permission. I feel like you guys could be isolating yourself, but you're surrounded by so much. And it doesn't have to be physical. You can pick up the phone. It's like that type of energy. So it's kind of coming through as different things. Please let me know how this one resonated, guys, because I feel like it's a mixed bag, but it's like, just, you might need to just direct your arrow in the right direction and really sit down and think about practically what you want. Because if you feel like you're living underneath your potential, it's like there might be a time to go to the next level, but you start off with the plan and just at least the general direction. And I'm seeing you guys are gonna hit your goals. Like, this is definitely the type of people, you guys are the type of people that are like, I'm gonna be successful, period, and my family's gonna be on, or my people are gonna be on. Like, I'm gonna create something that outlives me. So I'm seeing that come in. There's just a little bit of lifting your vibration a little bit, and maybe even a gratitude list of 10 things you're grateful for that will help you, or 10 things that represent the bigger picture, or 10 things that mean wealth to you. In group 3, you're gonna achieve it. You got this. Like, this is big. You're capable of big stuff, and it's basically gonna happen just with a little bit of fine tuning with what you want, the general direction. It'll come through. So group 3, this was your reading. I know that was a lot. I was just really picking up on the energy of like needing to be a little bit more decisive, and I'm rooting for you guys. I'm so excited. Please let me know how this resonated with you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.